Ugh.
Hey guys, Justin and Shiba here. Now today we're going to be reacting to Batman vs. Iron Man. And he's back.
I burped.
Yes. So, tell me, Tony. Do you bleed? All that for a single drop of blood? No. You will. Well, guess what? You don't have any superpowers. Well, I have a superpower.
What? What is it? Because I'm Batman!
Okay, so anyways, I haven't... Okay, it's been like almost like an entire month since I haven't... Not an entire month, but it's been like 3 weeks since I haven't uploaded a video. So, one disclaimer.
You're a nerd.
Anyways, on to what I'm going to say right now. If you guys want to go watch the original video, I'll leave a link to it in the description down below, so you guys can go watch it. And once you guys go watch it, I'll be okay with it. Okay with you guys to go, you guys go and go back to watch it. Okay? Okay, so also remember, if you guys want to go watch the original video, I'll leave a link in the description. And everything belongs to everyone. Everything belongs to their creators. And remember, I'll always link the video in the description down below. Alright, so let's... 3, 2, 1, go.
Right now, use code BATTLE at checkout at Adam and Eve.
We're not getting sponsored by anyone.
Off.
Yes.
What's better than getting something for half off? Getting something for free, right? Even better than that, getting 10 things for free. Enter offer code BATTLE at checkout and get 10 free gifts. That's a fun gift for him, a special item for her, and a third gift you'll both enjoy. And 6 free movies. Plus free shipping. Don't miss out. That's offer code BATTLE, BATTLE, BATTLE at checkout at adamandeve.com. Remember, offer code BATTLE at checkout at adamandeve.com for 50% off almost any one item and 10 free gifts.
Here we go. Batman vs. Iron Man. Bruce Wayne versus Tony Stark.
Tony Stark's Richard.
Batman, DC's vengeful crusader of the night. Iron Man, Marvel's
What the
genius
hell?
billionaire playboy philanthropist.
What is that?
These
Godbuster.
normal men have used their intellect and determination
No.
to take their place alongside gods. And being filthy, stinking rich sure doesn't hurt either. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. That's right, he's back.
Yes.
In case you're one of the many psycho supervillains stalking the streets of Gotham City, I would make peace with whatever god you pray to, because they won't save you from the goddamn Batman. But before he dressed like a giant rodent and employed little boys in booty shorts as meat shields, he was Bruce Wayne, scion of the multi-billion-dollar company, Wayne Enterprises. Until Mommy and Daddy got 360 no-scope, leaving Bruce with a void inside him that could only be filled by the never-ending quest for justice
Wait.
and vengeance.
Wait.
At night, Bruce
Wait. Wait. I heard that. I read something over here. I read something funny.
Okay.
It says this. It says, wants to know why you said that name.
What name?
Oh, if you were Batman Superman, he says, save Martha. Why did you say that name?
Why? Ooh, coins.
Hey, don't touch my coins.
My coins now, bitch.
It's my coins.
Mine now, bitch.
Never-ending quest for justice and vengeance. That night, Bruce Wayne died, and the Batman was born. He would devote his life to perfecting his body and mind to become more than human. He would transcend his own mortality into legend, a nightmare to haunt evildoers till the end of time. Jesus Christ! I feel like Zoloft and therapy would work too, but okay, whatever works. Batman's resume is absurd. He's mastered 127 martial arts, trained in stealth and assassination, and is a super genius with a photographic memory. He's the world's greatest detective, bar none. Like how the League of Shadows needs to keep erasing Batman's memories because he keeps finding their secret bases. Or the time he found a dead body with no entry or exit wound and a 40-year-old bullet nearby, and somehow determined it must have been fired backwards in time. Despite being a master marksman, escape artist, forensic scientist, mechanical engineer, and ninja, one of Batman's assets stands above them all. His Bat Stacks! Bats has poured his billions into tactical armor and gadgets for every conceivable situation. If there's one word to describe Batman, it's prepared. Made of reinforced Kevlar and titanium, his batsuit can resist knives and gunfire, and even protected him from this massive explosion. Judging by the size of the detonation, Batman's distance from the epicenter, and the surface area of his body, he must have withstood a blast of nearly 60 tons of TNT. His cowl comes with night vision, infrared, and a radio, while his utility belt is chock full of smoke bombs, nerve toxins, a grappling hook, and batarangs, which he can control midair and set to explode. It was these tools that allowed Batman to wage his one-man war on crime. But once he got over his angsty loner phase, he helped found the Justice League of America in order to bring his personal brand of Bat Justice to the entire world. And Batman's knack for schemes and preparation skyrocketed the match, turning him into the Bat God we all know and mean. By the time he developed a backup personality to ensure he functions as Batman in case of a psychological attack that drove him mad. A backup human operating system, like a computer, but it's his brain. He even has plans tailored to his teammates' weaknesses should they ever go rogue. He's developed contingencies for everything, which is why Bats comes prepared with extra suits for any occasion. Like his Nightfall exosuit to battle Bane, or the Justice Buster, which he obviously designed to combat the Justice League. He even got a final Batsuit from his sixth-dimensional self that can rewrite your mind. But my favorite is his stylish zebra suit, which he wore after getting weird Magneto powers. They just made his suit look like this for some reason. There's also the Rainbow Batman suit, the Suit of Sorrows, and of course, the Bat
Oh my
nipples.
gosh.
Chicks dig the Bat nipples. All paid for with the Bat credit card. Never leave the cave without it. But perhaps his greatest suit of armor, the one designed to put him on the same level of insane mind-bending power as his league teammates, is the Hellbat. AKA the single coolest looking thing ever invented. Forged by Superman in the heart of the sun, each member of the Justice League contributed to this monstrous mech's abilities. Boy, does it show! The Hellbat is absolutely hardcore! Made of nanokinetic mesh, it can shapeshift around Batman's body and operates via telepathic link. It can fly, turn invisible, and fire a bat-shaped chest laser. And by diverting all the suit's power into his fists, he can use the Devastator, a punch powered by Wonder Woman's strength. And she's strong enough to yank the friggin' Earth around. Though it does have a 95% chance of giving old Bats a heart attack. Which he has given himself to save all of Gotham City on at least one occasion.
Oh, God.
That level of insane drive that pushed him to use the Hellbat in his one
Depression!
invasion of Apocalypse in order to bring his son back to life. You know, Apocalypse, home to the god of evil himself, Darkseid. Batman stared down the final boss of DC Comics and actually kicked his ass. This is incredible, considering Darkseid is a being strong enough to destroy entire universes and fast enough to fly to the edge of the universe in seconds. Since the DC universe is significantly larger than our own, that would be over 600 quintillion times the speed of light.
Wow, that's
That
fascinating.
same Darkseid avatar even took a Shoryuken from Alan Scott,
Oh.
who was amped up from the energy of the multiverse.
Oh, gosh.
Bats cleaned his clock just as hard. But this incalculable strength is drawn from Batman's own life force, specifically his metabolism. Should any fight with the Hellbat go on too long, Batman may succumb to its hunger before finishing the fight himself. Or absorb someone else's biomass for fuel. That works too. So basically, you'd have to be completely batshit insane to pilot this thing. And Bats, is... Yeah, sorry to break it to you, but the grown man that wears his underwear on the outside isn't all there. In keeping with being a perfectionist, though, he's completely aware of this. That's why he does not kill. Because if he did, he understands that he can't trust himself to know when to stop. Batman is outsmarted the nigh-omniscient Metron, defeated his dark counterpart, the Batman who laughs, and humiliated
he beats
Superman in a one-on-one fight. No, wait, that one's not canon.
Oh.
That was technically aided by his exceptional prep work and foreknowledge, he's
Breath time.
being put on the spot, even in the face of Armageddon. Who else would kick the Spectre, the angel of rat gods,
I remember that.
judgment in the face, and then tell him to get the hell out of his city? I'll tell you who. The goddamn motherfucking Batman! My parademons arrive soon.
Oh, that?
Yeah,
I haven't planned for this.
I wanted that. Iron Man.
You would be forgiven for doubting the destiny of genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist Tony Stark. Yeah, because you can add massive prick to that list, too. Tony's parents died when he was still young, leaving the mind-bogglingly brilliant prodigy to inherit a multi-billion-dollar tech company. With mommy and daddy's purse strings, Tony decided to live it up and down in booze and the ladies. Which was problematic considering he made his fortune as a part of a military-industrial complex, selling devastating high-tech arms to the highest bidder. And Tony got to see his handiwork firsthand when it literally blew up in his face. Tony never had much of a heart to begin with, but after that, he literally had even less. Unlike so many men of weaker spirit, though, Tony refused to give up. He was made of tougher stuff. He was made of iron. So he built himself
He's just built different. Simple as that.
a robot suit to bust the hell out of there. And when he got back to the good old US of A, he devoted his life to protecting the world from the kinds of weapons he helped make by making an even better robot suit and becoming a superhero.
Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Oh. Sorry about it.
The special pricing on the Taco Bell app.
Taco Bell.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no! Guys! It happens again!
Crashed. It crashed!
Why did it crash? Oh god!
Damn it.
Alright, so you guys are gonna have to wait for a little bit until we get it back. Alright guys, we're back online. It was because of Taco Bell.
Taco Bell broke our computer.
It's the only one breaking toilets. Alright guys, go again.
By making an even better robot suit and becoming a superhero.
Iron Man.
I am Iron Man.
I swear to God, if it breaks our computer again.
Oh.
Yeah, this is not Taco Bell.
Alright.
Oh, speaking of which.
Alright. Speaking of which, I have a back key.
Justice.
Yeah, I have a back key. Oh, nice. Phone thing.
Smarter banking.
I'm Iron Man.
Building new suits of armor wasn't just a hobby for Tony, but an obsession. Over the course of his long career as a founding member of the Avengers, he has constructed dozens of different models, which he can call to him at once
Blah, blah,
like a
blah,
literal
blah, blah,
one-man
blah.
army. Most of his armors come with the same basic toolkit: super strength, massively hypersonic flight, and repulsor blast. Repulsors are extremely dense beams of muons, unstable subatomic particles similar to electrons. They're actually really interesting to see. They're classified as leptons, which don't have any known substructures. Just sort of like... It's a laser! One out of it. His armors also come with onboard AI, like Friday, which can hack into enemy technology, command his other suits to
Yeah,
fight
that's
remotely,
sexy.
and down to the picosecond. That's 1/1,000,000th of a second.
God, that's fast.
Even
What about
outdated
Jarvis?
armors are strong enough to blow up a chunk of rock as big as Manhattan. By taking a look at its speed, Tony's armor would have had to be hidden with an energy of nearly 300 teratons of TNT. That's 3 times stronger than the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs. Years spent defending the Earth has conditioned Tony to be prepared for any threat imaginable, and he has an armor for almost any occasion. He's got an armor to bust bolts, an armor to bust Thors, an armor that can turn intangible, a super tiny arm that can mess with your insides,
Oh, God.
and an armor made of white sticky alien goo. Definitely not legal in all 50 states. Gross. In order to remain as flexible as possible, though, his standard go-to is the Model Prime. It has all the classic Iron Man staples and has even incorporated size changing for extra strength, an invisible stealth mode, and a badass lightning samurai sword.
Wow.
Say what you want about the smug son of a bitch, but he's definitely got style and crippling alcoholism. But look who's talking.
Oh.
More than likely that same devil-may-care attitude that led to Tony revealing his secret identity to the world, which I guess had no consequences. Look, Wiz, when you build a space laser strong enough to wipe out alien fleets in one shot, I don't think the Mandarin is going to interrupt your shawarma lunch date. That space laser is a Dyson sphere, a speculative superstructure that is meant to encircle an entire star and harness its energy. something only possible by a theoretical Type 2 civilization on the Kardashev scale.
It's basically when you're galaxy-brained enough to draw power from the entire solar system.
I know it's comics, but the fact that Tony just has one of these lying around is insane. Known as Soul's Hammer, Tony's incomplete sphere is strong enough to destroy a planet at only a 2% charge.
Didn't you work on one of those? I remember you talking about how it'd solve your student loan problems once and for all.
On behalf of the families of several planets that no longer exist, I'm not legally at liberty to discuss that.
The world of aliens, gods, and even his friends. All of that stuff wore Tony down and turned him into the one thing he promised himself he would never become. A narc.
Siding with the U.S. government's enforcement of the Superhuman Registration Act led to a literal civil war between superheroes.
Yes.
It wouldn't be his last.
Though it did prove he could hang with the best of them. He's beaten Captain America in hand-to-hand combat, survived blows from Thor, and even took down the Worldbreaker Hulk.
He even matched Magneto. Magneto, the guy that controls metal, the thing that surrounds Tony's entire body, by amplifying his power with Jupiter's magnetic field.
Wow.
And then Max punched him with the power of the sun. And it was like, no big deal.
Dang.
There really doesn't seem to be a limit to how insane Tony's tech gets. In the movies, this is the same guy that figured out time travel just sitting around one evening. In the time it takes me to down a beer, Tony's already shattered the laws of physics. Yeah,
Gosh.
sure. Go to the Middle Ages and play nights with Dr. Doom. Scam.
Perhaps his greatest invention of all, however, was the E-Scape, an entire virtual universe where the only limit is his imagination.
And because Tony's nothing if not predictable, he made an armor out of it. That's right, he made an armor out of a universe.
This virtual armor is composed of solid holograms that can form any weapon Tony can think of.
Gosh.
But even it likely cannot compare to the armor Tony created inside the E-Scape,
Godbuster.
the Godbuster.
It's literally Iron Man going Super Saiyan. The Godbuster is so powerful. The entire E-Scape in a single blast, along with the AI controlling all of it.
What?
The earlier iteration of the Godbuster was able to stand up to Celestials, cosmic gods that go
Wow.
like Galactus, Odin, and Franklin.
Wow.
What?
The multiverse
Odin.
with their power.
So
Huh?
it lives up to the friggin' name in case you were wondering. But it isn't that kind of power that makes Tony special. After a life spent wallowing in vice and pleasure, Tony rebuilt himself into a man he could be proud of. Someone who could sacrifice everything to save the world.
I suppose underneath it all, that man of iron had a heart of gold.
Aw.
You want my property, you can't have it. But I did you a big favor. I have successfully privatized world peace.
Oh. Here comes harder.
That SARS set.
Here we go.
Through all possibilities.
But first, if you want the same level of confidence as these two billionaires,
Hold
check
up.
out Blue Chew.
Alright then. Alright, so we're just gonna...
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Just press the space bar, Joe.
Right now.
Offer for our viewers, try Blue Chew free when you use our
Skip.
promo code BATTLE at checkout. Just
Free.
visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety
Yeah, let's
information.
go.
Thanks, Blue Chew, for sponsoring the show.
But right now, it's time for a death battle!
Oh. Here we go. Oh no, my search history.
Hey, bats! Now, I can respect a man with a healthy sense of paranoia and billions to spare. But Steve and Nat are really up my ass about this. Take the watchtower offline now.
Bruce, you don't want this fight, Tony. It'll be the biggest mistake of your life.
You're not gonna stop him. Boom.
Clark, do you read me? The watchtower is being attacked.
Seriously, bats? I figured out hacking in the 2nd grade. How do you think I got in here?
Sorry. Oh, using self.
Really, Bruce? This sticks? I thought we were grown-ups here.
Ready when you are.
Oh, how about? Oh hey.
Friday, I need Soul's Hammer online pronto. Match my coordinates. I'll try it.
Oh no. Cody. Oh,
I've got a
Iron
suit
Man.
for everything, Bats, including busting wannabe gods like you.
Here we go.
Oh wait, he is a god technically.
Oh
Tony,
gosh.
remember?
Yes. Oh gosh, it's like Iron Man 3.
It's the reverse of Iron Man 3. Where once he's getting destroyed.
Gosh, he's punching. No.
And divert
God!
Guys,
Batman! He broke her
computer. It's broken down, guys. Guys.
Tony got hit so hard.
Hard.
Like he broke her computer.
Oh, that's funny.
God.
That's funny.
Okay, how did Batman hit me harder? Hit Tony so hard to the point our computer couldn't understand it. Or at least it wasn't like how I hit you in the eye.
You're still going to pay for that.
As if.
Okay, guys, so you guys are going to have to wait until it comes back because it's going to take a little slow. Be a little slow, okay? Alright, now we're back. So,
Had to divert some power to hacking that suit. Like I said, second grade. Friday, fire the hammer!
oh,
No more armors, Tony. Just you and me. Man to man.
Well, man to genius billionaire
Maybe just one more.
oh,
Model 58, the nano armor. Snuck it into your body, back on the watchtower. Friday, initiate self-destruct.
oh,
Oh, he would have met Mandarin. Iron
oh,
Man 3, he self-destructed the Mark 42.
I
Oh.
could really use a drink.
wow.
Friday, order me 30 drinks.
Well, I was right.
Oh, come on! You know if they fought naked, Batman would have beat the shit out of him.
While Batman is a character defined by his tenacity, preparedness, and utter genius, so is Tony Stark. So neither could rely on that skill set alone to pull them through.
And it shouldn't come as a surprise. Batman's standard Batsuit couldn't quite hold up to the firepower of even the most basic Iron Man armors. The Batsuit is surprisingly tough, sure, but it isn't taking hits from a dude that can punch apart Manhattan. And despite Bats having a ton of nifty gadgets, Iron Man's armors were way more varied and powerful. With so many unique and often alien abilities, there was no way Bats could predict all of them.
With time, he could certainly figure out a plan of attack, but since Tony is just as much a genius schemer as Batman, he could do the same.
There are lots of cases where he would have won, especially with his ace in the hole, the Hellbat.
The Hellbat's raw power and speed absolutely dwarfed the majority of Iron Man's arsenal, and could have killed him immediately were it not for Tony's own
Hold up. Alright, back.
cards.
Like the Godbuster, which was definitely strong enough to contend with it. The Hellbat could take on Darkseid, but a weaker version of the Godbuster could hold its own against Celestials.
Darkseid was a being capable of threatening the multiverse with his power and moving many times faster than light, but the Celestials were capable of the same.
With an armor that strong, Tony could buy himself enough time to break out all his other tricks, like sneaking nano armors into Batman's body, phasing through him with ghost tech, draining the Hellbat's power, or just hacking his suit and shutting it off.
And with an army of armors at his beck and call, Tony could certainly hold Batman off long enough to employ those strategies. Hell, since he can control them remotely, he technically didn't even need to be there and put himself in harm's way.
And remember, the Hellbat used Batman Batman's own life force as a battery. He needed to end the fight quick or else his own armor would kill him first. With Tony throwing an army at him, he didn't have a good way of doing that. Tony just had way too much shit to throw at Batman, while Batman didn't have the time or options he needed to keep up.
Batman may have been a god among men, but Iron Man's wealth of gadgets, insanely powerful tech, and greater mechanical experience allowed him to crush the Cape Crusader.
You might think it's an injustice that Batman's gonna need avenging, but Iron Man was in a whole nother league.
The winner is Iron Man.
I forgot to mention he's part god. So that helps. Yes, I'm done.
Yes.
I'm getting out of here.
Alright.
Hey,
Or
everybody,
next
I
time.
hope you enjoyed that episode. If you're looking for something else
Fine.
to watch, we just released a brand new show called Last Laugh on Rooster Teeth. It's all about... Thanks.
Here we go.
Oh,
Gotta go back. Reverse slash.
I feel like Goku Black will win in certain things, like strength.
But reverse slash.
Reverse Flash will make that up like 10 times when it comes to that supersonic punch.
Oh.
God damn, that'll break your jaw. I mean, Barry could, probably try and outrun him, which he can.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
very sure.
Well,
Also,
I'll give.
how did 2099 lose?
Because back then they thought lifting strength was striking strength.
That's stupid.
But over time they've improved. Now they find
Nah,
out.
I'm done.
All right.
Good.
Wow. All right then. So let me talk about this. All right then. So I'm probably gonna go and give my thoughts on this. So basically, for the next time, it's kind of like one of my most wanted bad death battles. But for this one, I kind of feel Batman vs. Iron Man. I was kind of disappointed with how the fight was going to be. I was expecting them to throw in armors one and another, but I did like a few things. I think the only problem with it is the episode lacked in creativity. I think the fight lacked in creativity, but the music is pretty darn good. I probably want to go check it out. But it's so sad seeing Batman lose. Although, I like Batman and Iron Man a lot. I was kind of disappointed with this. And that's mostly because I was just disappointed in the fight. I was expecting the fight to go long. So, if I had to give this my own rating, I kind of give it a 6. Maybe a 5 or 6 out of 10. I don't know. But hopefully Goku Black vs. Reverse Flash ends up being better. And so yeah, that was Batman vs. Iron Man. It wasn't bad, but wasn't very good. It was fine. So anyways, on to the next one. All I have to say is, what do you guys thought of this battle? What are your guys' thoughts on Batman vs. Iron Man? So, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with others. Also, I forgot to mention, almost 90% of you guys are not subscribed to me. I realized that there's it was a different percent of you guys are not subscribed to me. So, subscribe to me if you can. So, anyways, this is Shiba.